Hey everybody, I'm W. Kamau Bell, and on today's episode of The Purple Cow, we'll be talking about decency and censorship. Is it good? Is it bad? Is it fucked? Hey, none of that. This is The Purple Cow, and I can say whatever I want to. Nonetheless, we're going to consider both sides. Some people imagine a world filled with unfettered artistic expression, but anybody who's ever ridden the wrong bus at the wrong time and sat next to the wrong person knows that some expression should definitely be fettered. So on the other hand, some people say, what's the big deal? I mean, think about it. We don't say everything that comes into our minds at every opportunity. For example, right now it appears that I'm fully engaged in talking to you, but in fact, all I'm doing is thinking, burrito, burrito, burrito. But you don't need to know that. If I just stood here and said burrito for a half hour, that would be distracting, and you turn off your TV. And believe me, no one wants that. So think of it this way. The government knows for the most part that people are easily distracted, and censorship is just their way of keeping you and me from getting distracted by burritos and porn. See, that wouldn't be a decent society, and decency is very important for the welfare of America. Or is it? Many people say that the 50s were the most decent time in America's history, but we've all seen reruns of black and white TV shows from the 50s. There are no black people, no Asian people, no Native American people. Forget about people of color. In those shows, there's not even a white person with a limp. Some say it doesn't matter if the concept of decency is decent. A larger force must step in and decide for them, like their parents, or the government, or God, or Bill O'Reilly's voice in their heads. What about the children? Think of the children. So where does this leave us? Luckily, we've got two experts today to help us figure this all out. But first, the Purple Cow investigative team has filed this report.
All right, are you guys ready? Let's call a meeting here. Welcome to our poopy meeting. This is a meeting about indecent animal activities that happen outside of the home. I'd like to introduce, my name's Pinky. This is Paulie here. I've worked with him before. And your name is?
Xavier.
Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you, Xavier. Very glad to have you part of this.
I believe strongly about these issues with animals. Really don't think they should be walking around uncovered, because these animals are basically nude, just with a little bit more hair, and I don't think that really counts as being clothing. I know I have an issue with it. I don't think it's decent.
In fact, this whole new age of decency, I just wanted to bring to the attention of the public here in this area what it means as far as animal decency and what's going on. Here's some flyers here. Let me just pass this around. Polly, I'm sure you're very familiar with this. What types of behavior must be addressed? Now, these are the points that we've pointed out. Poopy stands for People Opposing Overt Pet Indecency. And this was founded in 1974 by our very own C. Carruthers Snaptech.
That dude is going down, man.
No, he's the founder, Polly. He's the founder. He's the good guy.
Polly's he's a special circumstance. We actually we found him chasing some chickens across a field one day. He I don't know. I think he was high on crystal meth. He's just dirty, and he had chickens all over him, and he was telling him to go free, and
Pets running around naked.
Nakedness. Yes.
Yeah, and poop. Animals are just pure nature, but it's people with their pets. They shouldn't have pets, and I don't call them pets. I call them slaves. Man, that's what they are. I'm against pets. Pets, man, society needs change.
We're going to teach these people how to train their animals, how to make sure that they stay decent in public view.
Now, when you say teach them, I mean like teach, or is there some room for, you know, like, I mean, all the options are open, because you know, you can't. Some people can't be reasoned with. You know what I mean?
I honestly, you know, I'm not a great judge on things like, you know, right and wrong, or
ideology, stuff like that. As long as you can do something to get people's attention, get the media's attention, make people realize that, whoa, man, the way I thought things were, ain't all that, you know? I mean, I know it's simplistic and everything, but hang on a sec.
One time we did get made fun of by somebody with their dog out there.
See, man,
Polly.
You can't put up with that kind of stuff.
No, and in fact, you know what? If they refuse to take our guidance, we may need to resort to violence. We may need to force these people to take our opinion and teach these people how to train their animals, because this is disgusting. This isn't happening in front of our children. So
Right on, man.
That's right, Polly.
I mean, if you want children to think it's that easy to go up to animals and have sex with them like that, with their asses, their little cat asses, and you notice how they walk, and you notice how they turn around, and they're like, look at this, and I'm like, stop it now. But they still do that. They still, like, they're showing it, and I'm a human. It makes me disgusted.
I mean, like, how
We're going to take
close
them
are we gonna-
hands-on. We're
Hands-on?
We're going to get hands-on with these people. We're going to talk to them.
Sweet.
We're going to let them know what's important.
Yeah.
All right? We're going to let them know what we are no longer going to tolerate in front of our children and our family and our elderly loved ones.
The message is shake people up, man. It's to be like, look, there are limits to what you can do.
Grab your pens. We're going to make some flyers and posters. We're going to let these people know. And maybe just today we might actually see some dog-on-dog sex. And then we could stop it right there. Polly, this isn't the Meat is Murder campaign, remember? This is Poopy. Animal Indecency.
Oh, man.
I told you this 100 times, Polly! I'm sorry, Polly. Okay, we're gonna be cool. It's okay. It's all right, Polly. I'm sorry. Let's just write some signs about animal indecency.
Cool, man.
Look at that. Yeah, that's very nice, Polly. You're doing a great job.
Thanks.
It's only a couple hours now. You've been working on the
Staying in the
sign.
lines.
Yeah, you're doing really good.
Yeah, my
Polly.
marker's almost out, man. I'm gonna get another one out of the drawer.
Okay, maybe you try and make them a little thicker on the edges or something, you know? But that's really good. You're doing a really good job. This
Thanks,
is for a
man.
good cause.
What the fuck is this?
Oh, that's nothing. Those are pictures. I need those pictures. They're mine. They're research material. Yeah, no, don't worry about it. It's these are perfectly fine. They're perfectly fine. Some leaders, it's research. That's all they are. It's just some research photos. I took some observations. They're just examples of things that animals do that we are totally against.
Right.
It's just fine, Polly. Don't worry. They're just
Dude, whatever, man. Whatever you're into, man. You know?
right. No. Oh yes, that's very nice, Polly. Good job.
We'll come back with more of that report later. But first, our two guests. My first guest is Dr. Shishi. She has a PhD in metacultural anthropology and a PhD in quasi-coital sociology. How you doing?
Good. Fantastic to be here.
That's great. Our second guest is Philip Stans.
Philly. I go by Philly.
Oh, it says Philip.
I know that's the proper name, but it's not Philip. I don't go by Philip. It's
Okay.
Philly.
All right, Philly.
Thanks.
We got Philly Stans, author of Your Rhetoric, My Rhetoric, which was a bestseller on the internet.
Yes.
How you doing today?
Good. I have another book too.
You have another book?
Yeah, I have another book. They're Out to Get You.
They're out to get you.
Yeah, that comes in 5 different editions. They're out to get you. They're out to get you. They're out to get you. They're out to get you, etc.
Oh, how's that book doing for you?
It's okay.
All right. So we're here to talk about censorship.
Yes, we are.
What are your opinions on censorship?
Well, my bottom line is that there should be no censorship at all.
No censorship at all?
None.
None. What about clothes?
Negatory.
No clothes.
Not if you don't want to.
All right. Well, I'm glad he wants to. So what is your bottom line today?
My bottom line is everyone is a censor. Everyone is a censor. I could say it again if you want. Everyone is a censor.
Everyone is a censor.
Everyone. Everyone.
So even I'm a censor?
You're a censor. You could censor something that I'd like to say because you don't like
Okay.
it. So you could censor.
How do you feel about that?
Well, you know, the idea of censorship, I understand the social value of limitations and restrictions, but, you know, I think there needs to be a return to Mother Nature and a resurgence of the primary instincts and freedom known to tribal cultures.
She does make
You
a
know,
good point.
ass and titties need to be on the forefront of it.
That's a good point.
Okay.
We need more ass and titties. That's true.
And here we are in a first world country. We've developed into a nation where people actually wear clothes. I mean, I can agree with you to a certain extent. Being naked in one's home might be fine, but being naked in public, it could offend people. I mean, we have lots of different cultures. This is a melting pot, is it not?
Well, are we putting clothes on in order to save the children or to shutter them from, you know, sexual repression?
Okay, you're naked at home, you go out and you're naked at school, you're going to be ostracized, right? Because there's people at school who are not okay with that, and children are getting mixed messages. And then that mixing keeps going and going and going until they're adults, and then they don't, you know.
But if you work out a lot, people like to see if you're naked. I mean, if you got
I
like
agree.
abs and, you know, like a thing, that's good nudity. I mean, there's bad nudity. Bad nudity should be censored. I think we can all agree on that.
A child can go into their parents' room and watch their pornos all day long and not get any feedback, information, or teachings regarding what they've seen. So they, you know, make their own ideas about it and behave the way they want to.
Well, you're saying that it's okay to just go watch the pornography, that it's all right
If
your mind's not developed at
if they're
age
gonna go
6.
watch the porn and then go to the kid's bathroom and ask them for a blowjob, yes, that's not okay. Somebody should be showing them the porn, teaching them right and wrong,
You
and
think that someone should
allowing
be-
their freedom and information to be
I'm sorry, but I really
mobilized.
don't think that. I mean, there's limitations and boundaries that children need, and I think you're talking about, like, excuse me if I go whack off in the bathroom to a magazine, but I'm not going to show that same magazine to my child.
Now, first of all, I want to make clear: are we anti-blowjobs?
No.
Pro.
No, I am pro blowjob all the way. In
As long
fact,
as-
I think Hallmark should come out with a new line of cards. But the fact of the matter is that you do not understand what's going on. and
I
think
did.
that you should just.
I worked at a boys and girls club for many years. I saw 12 and 13-year-old girls seriously doing anal, unprotected sex, just ridiculous things. They did not
Okay.
not do things
Well-
because we didn't tell them about it or because it's not on television. They didn't not go anal because
Let-
Janet Jackson's
let me
boobie was covered.
Let
I
me
just
just
want to
say
say
this,
that
okay.
if I had known that was going on at the Boys and Girls Club, I would have spent
Not-
more time there.
I think
we would've had more.
one of the big problems, and I'll just put this out there because I do volunteer work myself. Big Brother Association of America, I was a Big Brother for 10 years with the child, and there were certain topics I couldn't cover because the mother said you can't, and I had to abide by those topics. Now, if I felt like putting clothespins on my nipples every time I saw my little brother while I was driving past 55.
All right, you guys, just keep in mind what we're doing here is it's a good thing. It's a service to our community. Even sinners are ignorant of their sin. You guys hold those signs high. We've had enough.
Cover Fido's testicles.
Be aware.
No naked pets.
We are here and we are not going away.
No naked pets. No naked pets. No naked pets. No naked pets.
No naked pets.
Stop fecal indecency.
No naked pets.
Stop the insanity
Stop
now.
nudity.
Cover Fido's testicles. Cover Fido's testicles. The city parks are filled with piles of poo.
Doggy
go. Hell no. Hey, ho, ho. Doggy humping's got to go. Hey, ho, ho.
Children, ignorance is no excuse. Pooping and peeing.
Hey, Pinky, what the fuck are you doing?
Oh, hey.
Huh?
What's
Stop
up?
genital exposure by animals. You know what Pinky is about, you guys?
Why don't you just stop it?
Hey, you are a sick pervert. You broke my heart, and I found out you were a sick pervert. And you know what? I know what you carry around in your pockets. Why don't you show me what you have in your
I
pockets?
don't have anything in my pockets.
Huh? Why don't you show me what you have
I don't
in your
have
pockets?
anything. Why don't you get away from me, you
Let me show
free
you.
dog-loving
You carry some
person?
of that sick stuff. Let me see that. Let me see.
No, that's
Oh my God! Oh my God! Look at this! This man is a sick pervert! He likes to watch animals screw in public! He's a sick pervert! He's so fucking gross! Pinky, I hate you! You hurt me so bad! Ah! 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 Michelle, help me hit him! Get away from my you jerk! Jesus, kiss him! Ah!
Polly, how's your folding over there?
Oh, that's great, man.
Take a look.
Yeah.
You know what? Let's take a look. Do you mind if I take a look at that? What the? Polly, what the fuck are you doing?
I'm folding the things.
Do you know how many things these cost? This is like 5 cents. Do you know how much of that budget goes into these flyers? That's all right, Polly. All right, so what are the 10 principles of poopy?
I've kind of noticed that you have some dogs that don't have any sort of a protective clothing, maybe to cover up their genital area. We were wondering if you'd like, you can go to our website. We have some we have a gonad slings that it covers up.
Okay, cool.
It's a little bit for indecency and some things like the gonad satchel. I don't know if your dog has very large genitals, but we have some underpants that you can put on him. It makes it a little bit more decent.
Now see, look, you gotta tuck that away, Ajax. That's right, you gotta tuck that away. Look, oh, see, look, he's really good doggy.
Oh, wait, sir? I'm sorry, I can't look at me. It's okay, just as long as we have these covers for sale, too. Now, see, that worked out okay, right? We didn't have to expose anybody to anything.
Sure.
It's good. Notice that your dog had a little accident on the side of the trash can there. Well, we're just a group against animal indecency.
The dog's private?
Yeah.
It's there. They're all out.
But doesn't that tell your child something? Like, I'm gonna run around naked and lift my leg around garbage cans?
Naked is bad.
Okay.
Naked is
Hi, we're pets are naked, and we're trying to stop that because children see the naked pets.
I
think they should definitely wear clothes, at least some underpants.
Yeah.
Occasionally.
Yeah, right on. That's what this our organization is all about. That's our founder guy, and we have
Yeah, there you go.
yeah, that.
Knickers.
Right.
Yeah.
Right on.
Yeah.
Here.
All right, thank you. Here, Sam.
Good.
What's this one?
That's-
Well, these people here think that doggies should wear knickers like yours.
Yeah, so they
Yeah?
don't run around naked.
Mm-hmm.
But
Absolutely.
all my toys stay naked because they have warm fur.
Oh yeah.
You can see the genitals from here.
They're exposing themselves.
Really no shame. No shame at all.
Does he
Still
still?
a penis?
Still has a penis, but doesn't. It's not always out on display.
But does he ever lick it?
Do you ever let him lick his
His
genital
or
area?
mine?
Well, his.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Well, you see, that's what we're talking about. That's actually the result of animal indecency.
Yeah, that's true. That's a good point, actually.
Yeah.
The line blurs. And then,
Yeah, exactly.
and
It's
then
like a big grey area. Yeah, I see what you're talking about. Yeah.
Look how he's showing his genitals. Oh, see, look, you can see right on his anus. Oh wow, look how he's sniffing that. Look, they aren't even the right size. God, look at that. Oh.
Excuse me, sir, what do you have in the bag there? Ooh. I represent this organization. Maybe you can take a look at our literature. But, we've come up with some problems and solutions to those problems.
Okay.
The canine litter box, basically.
Oh, okay.
Fecal intervention device. I mean, in general, we're trying to say, look, there's a fine line. I mean, you wouldn't allow other humans to do this in public, and kids can't really tell the difference. So, I mean, if children are exposed to this indecent behavior by animals,
They might start pooping
I
themselves.
mean, how do they know
yes.
where to draw the line? Yeah. Thanks. Look, right there in front of your kid. There's sodomy happening. There's interpet sodomy. Yeah, that dog was licking that dog's anus.
Think about the children. That's all we're
There you
saying.
go. So you just cover it up. That's all we're saying. Just decency. Yeah, at the website.
Okay, yeah. So I'll walk right on.
Well, related to the concept of censorship is it's all about decency. What is your bottom line on decency?
Decency. People can't be trusted.
People can't be trusted.
Period.
What is your bottom line?
Decency is indecent.
Wow, very good. People cannot be. Now, why would you say people can't be trusted?
People can't be trusted. I mean, everybody has their own form of what is decent and what is not. I mean, the thing is like I could send, I'm going to go back to kids, right? I could send my child over to somebody's house, and the next thing I know, he's being molested because they think it's fine.
I'm going to agree with you that you should not be around children. I think that's a good point.
Great point.
Now, what is your decency is indecent?
Well, if we're choosing to repress instead of teach, to deny instead of address issues in our children's lives, we are being indecent. We are not allowing them the freedom and the knowledge to actually grow into adults. So when they do turn 18, they aren't thrust into this highly sexualized culture that they are allowed to participate in and actually abuse and misuse it instead of being able to have the knowledge and experience where they can behave, positively.
Amen to that.
Thank you very much, sir.
All right.
That's a good point, but I don't think that you're really looking at some core issues here, okay? If I'm walking down the street and I'm just saying fuck down the street,
Who
then
does that offend?
it could offend many people if I'm pointing it in their direction. If I'm trying to offend people, and I think one of your things here is that you're saying that people should just kind of not have any kind of editing system on what they're saying.
Are you censoring yourself right now?
I didn't when I just said but otherwise I am censoring myself. I have an editing system and I can erase what I need to. It actually, it has this whole thing in my head, it looks like a box and then it's got these lines.
Well, in terms of a mother breastfeeding her child, she will open her breast, she will uncover her breast and feed her breast to the child, nipple out. People are seeing this. Is this decent? Is this not decent? Who is to say? There is no idea of decency that should be infringed onto us. Where does it draw the line? She's feeding milk to her child, and there should be nothing wrong with it.
There's nothing wrong with feeding a child the formula that comes from a breast.
Okay.
I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that.
You can't be anti-titty. I mean, come on.
No, I'm not
ass.
anti-breast, as you know, because we can say that word here.
I mean, because plus from breasts comes milk, and milk makes good things. I mean,
Butter.
you know.
Yeah! Don't even get started about the dairy industry, okay? They've been pushing their crap on it since 1968 when they first came out with the California, why do people move to California? It's the cheese. I didn't move here because of the cheese. I don't eat yogurt. I can't eat dairy. Excuse me, you're gonna take me in, give me some lactate? Oh yeah, that's really helping my digestive system. While I have to take acidophilus, 30 of them every day. You know how much that costs me?
How much?
You know how much that cost me?
No, I have no idea.
It cost me a lot.
I bet that does.
You know, getting back to decency, is the idea of Bush, is what he's doing decent? Does he go under the headlines of decency in starting a war?
To put F Bush on a bumper sticker? You
Absolutely.
know, I think that offends some women.
If he is allowed to go to war and kill innocent children and show no type of decency, then how are we unable to show a breast for artistic expression?
I'm a person who can definitely say that anybody who wears a polo shirt on the side, you know, just dressing casually, no, that's indecent. And there's something wrong there. That's conservative, you know. But the fact of the matter is that we know that he is not a decent person by our standards, but by other people's, he is.
The bottom line is, for me, that if you're putting a title on decency, you're putting a title on morals and moralizing people. Okay, I wear a cross. That means I need to moralize the system and inflict my views on everybody else.
Right.
Say I thought a bald spot was indecent, or low foreheads or big ears.
It could be.
It could be, and I would
especially
think
if you
that
have some kind
television
of
shows
weird
shouldn't
mental
show
illness,
that.
which is obviously what's happening.
I would say that's a mutation.
Here's my bottom line. My bottom line's right there, and it's people can't be trusted. Don't walk over my line.
So you're telling me, okay, people can't be trusted with, you know, I have 2 PhDs. Are you going to tell me I can't be trusted on my views? I mean, did they tell you I have a PhD in ass
why
whooping?
does somebody need
You're going to get Dr. Shishi
doctor?
up on this.
Why
you don't know. It's about the children. You don't know me.
Thanks for
You don't
stopping by
know
the
me.
Purple Cow.
It's about the children, okay?
Come back next week.
Excuse
These
me.
motherfuckers is
It's gonna
crazy.
work, man.
Yeah,
You
just
ain't
keep going. Keep going. Try it again.